Yeah, they do
get
like
that
me.
side of it.
Yeah, it's
So-
all good. You know, it's all good. We gonna talk about it today. You ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
You gotta keep pushing, experience a blessing. It's about progression. Self-love is the best, and I'm off to the races. Reaching for greatness, stretching for stretching. One day I wake up, too many lessons. Living my purpose, not missing my blessings. Playing the field, but it's so many catches. Trying to keep up, and I'm facing the benches. Level me up, and I cut down my friends list. Realize I was worth way more than shit. Due time, matter of fact, man, pull the fifth. Take a sip. Look, the name is JusB, and this is my message.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy JusB, and welcome back to the JusB Show. Now, listen, y'all know I always say something about what's happening for the new year and all of that. I mean, damn, didn't this second month came fast?
It did come
already in February, and then, damn, next week is Valentine's Day, huh?
Yes.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I better hurry up and get some stuff. My wife, she might not like me after that. We got to work it out. But I just like to touch bases and remind everybody of things that I have going on. So if you have been paying attention to what I've been up to, amazing. Thank you. Continue. I hope you continue to pay attention. If not, man, I've partnered with Your Perfect Footwear Foundation, and we're now doing a festival to bring awareness about the underprivileged youth in the city. The lack of souls. That's what I like to say. We're trying to change their souls. You know, you remember, I mean, not to say you remember, but we remember we was in school at one point. We would see kids, and even if you have new clothes on or a uniform on, but if you have dirty shoes or your soles are coming off or they're not the fly shoes, you know, you instead of having the Jordans, you might got the Shaqs.
Yep.
You might got the N1s or whatever. Or the Payless versions or whatnot. And if you weren't one of those type of kids or parents that had kids and you were well equipped enough to make the Payless brand look fly still,
Yeah.
then you would still get bullied. You would still get talked about. So shout out to Janae Sizemore. She's also a business bestie. And everything that she has going on. And thank you for allowing me to come and help you on this mission. I really love that. And speaking of the business besties, let me tell you something, right? Shout out to Promise the Boss Builder. First of all, she really does her great. She does her big one every single time. Majority of my clients, I was just telling my guest today, majority of my clients right now, it'll have to be like 65% of my clients right now are from the Business Besties business group. I love that. And Whitney James is one of them too. Absolutely. Oh my God. Like, what the hell? Welcome to the show, Queen. How have you been?
Thank you. I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, when you filled out the form to be on the show, and I recognized the name. I was like, but I thought you was somebody else, right? And I was like, oh wait, damn, their names is the same. Two different people. Two different damn people. And I wasn't expecting the Pawlished. It's Pawlished pet grooming.
Yes.
Right? I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't. But I love what you do, right?
Thank you.
Now, animals. Let's talk about animals real quick, right? Have you seen the restaurant out here? You can bring your dog or is it only dogs or?
A lot of them.
Yes. It's a lot of them?
There's quite a few.
Holy
Yes.
crap. I had no idea.
Lazy dog's probably the one.
That's
you're
what it
talking about.
is.
Yes.
That's what it is.
But we're becoming more pet friendly for sure.
Yeah.
I have not really seen cats out, but we do have a new cat cafe in Las
Okay.
Vegas.
What?
They're adoptable cats, and you can come in, and it's like all packaged snacks that you can kind of have and hang out with.
What?
Some of the cats that they're trying to adopt out.
So wait a minute. People really go to a restaurant?
With
Do the
their
dogs
pets.
eat at the table?
Yes, they're not allowed to sit like at the table.
Okay.
But Lazy Dog lets you bring your well-behaved or trained dog, and then they do have like a side like dog-friendly menu that you can order for them.
Wow.
There's another one actually. I want to say, what is it called? He's gonna kill me because I can't remember.
It's okay. We pre-recorded. They ain't going to see the gap.
Yes, I think it's called Palette. Oh, I'm gonna get back to you. But they do a happy hour as well. You can bring your dog.
Wow.
And then the wine garden. You're allowed to bring your dog for happy hour.
The wine garden.
Yeah, down here downtown.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful. And
That
you
is
can do
awesome.
Happy hour down there too.
That is awesome. Listen, over the years, now when I was younger, everybody had pets and stuff like that, but bringing them in stores and and all of
It's
those type of things. Yeah, that was not an option. Those features did not exist back in the day, right? But it's like over the years, it's become more and more accustomed. And for a while, I feel like it used to be like a rich thing. Like the rich and famous would take their dogs everywhere. That's when I would see it the most.
Yes and no. No, I don't know. I feel like I have all walks of life. No, literally. We have everybody. We have lots of black. Yeah, no, because the pets are the new children. So a lot of people are just choosing to, invest in their pets. And so I go to people's houses and they have whole rooms and their pets have their own room, own bedroom, closet,
everything,
yes, it's
bathroom.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy that I've been watching on, I want to say it's TikTok, social media. Just check social media, right? And he made his dog, like a cubby hole, but it's his little house.
Oh, like
and he be doing a little video, under the stairway. It's like a lab.
I want one of those. Yes, I think that is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, so
I said, what?
Yes.
That's better than
it's so cute.
any man cave I've ever had.
It's really cool.
That's wild. Yeah. So what made you initially, it's a cliche question, but still, I want to know, what made you initially want to get into pet grooming?
I originally wanted to be a veterinarian, all my life. I started at PetSmart. I got hired on my 16th birthday. And
in Las Vegas?
In Las Vegas.
I might have seen you there. You look familiar, girl.
Yep. Silverado Ranch in Eastern. That was my home store.
I might have seen you for real.
And I was there for 8 years.
Wow.
And it was cool. I started in the pet care department, and we had a sick room in the back. And so that's where you have to give everybody their medicine, or when pets come back and they're returned, they have to be quarantined away from everybody else and they stay there. And so I was giving this little rat his medicine, and
a rat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he freaked out and jumped down, and I was like, I can't do this. This really is not the job for me.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to be a vet. And I was like, I need to move departments. And so they put me in the grooming salon. I started there, started washing, and I was like, oh, this is great. I love this.
You sound good at this.
It's wonderful. And so literally I was like the world's longest bather ever. PetSmart has their own school. So they'll send you to school to learn how to groom.
Oh, okay.
But you had to be 18 to sign their contract stating that you'll pay them back for their equipment. You have to give them 2 years. If not, you owe them so much amount of money. And so I was 16, and they were like, yeah, we can't send you until you're 18 years old.
Right.
So
damn.
My manager was really cool, and she was like, okay, if you have people that request you, I'll start showing you, teaching you different things. I was like, great. All my friends would drop off their dogs.
Right.
By the time I went to school, I had my own clientele, and it was easy because you're at the bottom of the barrel. And so the groomers get first pick, and then anything left over, the students get to work on. But my friends would just be like, oh, no, we want Whitney. And so I was able to do my dogs really quick, and I got certified, and that was that. And I've been doing it ever since. I love it.
Right. So now you do it for self.
I do it for self.
So what happened? What was the transition from PetSmart to PetSmart having your own clientele to now you're brick and mortar?
I was one of those where, I had that, I don't want to work for a corporate. I can do this better by myself.
I know that's right.
Which I do, but has its ups and downs. I don't know. Pet grooming it's different. There are no two dogs that are the same. I don't care if you have 2 Labradoodles come from the same breeder. They each have different hair. They each have different personalities. They need to be handled differently. And so the people that were making the rules at PetSmart had never stepped foot inside of a grooming salon. And I feel like that's really what separates me against all the other grooming companies out here in Vegas is I do the work. I'm here, I'm grinding it out with my groomers. We do this day in, day out. I know what to look for. And so I started having issues with pricing, and I didn't feel like somebody that came to see me every 2 weeks should have to pay the same as somebody that comes to see me once a year.
Right.
And I'm like, no. So I eventually just decided that I was leaving, and what was this, 12 years ago when I started looking, it was way more expensive to start a brick and mortar versus go mobile. So I didn't have the money to start a salon, and I was like, I'm going to go buy me a trailer, and I'm going to start. And that was how I started. I had a 200-pound Mastiff that I couldn't wash myself. So I was
That's
like,
a big dog. If y'all don't know, that's a
she
big
didn't
ass
fit
dog.
in my trailer, and I was like, how are you gonna be a mobile groomer and you can't wash your own dog? So we had the trailer for a second, and then we built out a U-Haul. And
Wow.
that was how it started. I was like, I like big breeds. I like big dogs. I need to be able to groom large breeds. And it's worked really well for us. There's a lot of grooming companies out here that just their vans can't accommodate a dog that size. So.
Yeah. Now I also see it on TikTok. Yeah, I'm one of them in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling, right? And I really be wanting to text all my clients like, hey, got a question, but you can't do that in the middle of the night and shit. So I scroll TikTok.
Yeah.
So I seen these guys, and this particular question can be controversial or not, right? But they were coloring the dogs. They like made the dog look like Tigger.
Yes.
Like a pink dog. It looked like a horse.
Yeah.
Like a donkey.
Yep.
And all of that, right? I think that's cool. I think it's cool. To each his own. Like if you're the dog, the pet parent.
Yeah, pet parent.
And you want to make your dog look like Tigger or whatever, to each his own, right?
Yes.
But then in the comments, it was a little different. A lot of the other animal lovers were like, you're degrading the animals. Why would you do that? It's not a horse, it's a dog. It's not a tiger, it's a dog. They were going in. What's your opinion on it? What you think?
Everything's controversial. Everything. We do not color. So I have two businesses. I have my mobile, which has been open for 12, 13 years.
Woo, woo.
And then we just opened our storefront last year. So the storefront's officially been open for a full year. And that was my only, I shouldn't say my only, we had a couple, but that was the biggest viral video last year is about the price of coloring dogs.
Shoot.
And they ate us up in the comments too.
It's expensive?
The color is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. It's very time consuming. And I feel like there's a lot that goes into it that people really don't understand. And so we personally don't color. It's just not cost effective or time effective for us being mobile because we're in and out because we spend our entire day sitting in traffic.
Right.
We are looking into it in the shop, but I'm going to be real honest and say that we are going to hit up conventions and classes this year. I have attempted to color, and I personally just can't charge for something that I can't guarantee.
Right.
You want blue ears on the dog?
It
you
might
come
be
back,
green.
The whole dog's blue. So it's,
Clues.
It's a skill. It really, just like hairdressers and stuff, it is really a skill.
Yeah.
And people fail to realize that we make a lot of jokes. Like everybody's always like, it costs more to get my dog groomed than it does for me. But I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, you sit still for your hairdresser. Like, they don't sit still.
They don't.
You don't bite, scratch, poop, or pee on anybody.
Right.
I'm like, and if you add up what you would charge to go to the doctor, the hairdresser, go get your legs done, your hair cut, your nails done. I'm like, it comes out to be the same. Like, we're a one-stop shop. You're getting everything for your pet at one stop. So I'm like, it's not really just about, like, the bath or the haircut. Like, there's health benefits and stuff like that too that go into it.
Then obviously I would take it that there's different styles, different prices type of situation.
Yes.
How is there a big variety of styles?
Yes.
Yeah, but how many you think?
Too many to name. Thanks to social media.
What's the most outrageous?
Pinterest.
What's the most outrageous request you've gotten?
I had outrageous. It was a Cocker Spaniel mix.
Okay.
It used to get like a modified lion cut with pom-poms, but the feet were shaved. And then it had like an interesting face. And so I would shave the top of the face, but then it would get a goatee. So we have
like a lion goat.
Pom-pom, shaved feet, goats, lion tail. I mean, at this point, people just see things and
want to try it.
They're like, oh, I want this. And I'm like, go find that dog.
I know that's right.
Because it's hard. Like, and that's something else people fail to realize is just because they see that dog and they're like, I want that cut. I'm like, if your dog doesn't have that hair texture, that's like, we're not going to get the same result.
It's a shag. You want me to do an afro?
Not getting the same result. Yeah.
Oh my God. So you started off with you.
Yeah.
How big is your team now?
We are 15.
15? Girl, let me slide in. Give me a 5. What?
Yes. So
that's
I
amazing.
Groomers, bathing assistants, receptionists, and then my salon staff too.
Wow. That's amazing. I know you're proud of yourself. Yeah.
I am proud of myself.
You look like she talk about it with pride too. She like,
I do.
We don't do that, but we do this.
We do.
I love it.
I give myself a lot of grace. I pride myself on having clients that give us a lot of grace because we are not perfect. We are figuring this out every day, but they really do make it all worth it.
Has there been a moment, wow, you said you've been doing this over 12 years.
Yeah.
Has there been the moment yet? And look, ain't nothing wrong with having this moment. I've had this moment, right? I still have it all the time.
Yes.
That you get to that point, you like, you know what?
Every day.
Fuck this. I want to give up.
Every single day. I promise you.
How do you talk yourself out of it?
I am still trying to figure that one out. Like, I tell people every day, like, I am living proof that there is a God because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. And I'm like, people don't really realize that there are days. Like, am I putting food on the table today? Or are we putting gas in the truck so I can go to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like, these are real conversations. Because to make money, you got to spend a lot of money. And it's hard getting your dream to where you want it to be. And so, I don't know. My staff will tell you, we are thankful for each other. We could not work without one another, but they talk me off the cliff on like a daily basis, for sure.
I love it.
Absolutely.
What type of characteristics and qualities do you look for when you're picking your team, people to be a part of your team?
I really just need good energy, to be honest with you. I need go-getters and good energy. My staff is from the color, we have everything. Boys, girls, trans, everything. And honestly, I feel like it really works. Like, there's no cookie cutter. I used to really say that. I'm like, I'm looking for like a specific type of person. Right. I'm not, because my clients are all walks of life. Yeah. So, and I mean, like I said before, each dog needs something different. Like, I have groomers that are about their money. We're getting in, we're getting out. There's no time for chit chat. I need to go. I have clients that are like that, like, I really don't want to talk to you. I want you to groom my dog, be here when you say you're going to be here, and put the dog in the gate and leave, And then I have my seniors in like senior homes where they don't get human interaction. So
they want to talk forever.
We have to have tea. We have to talk. Like, I have to walk the dog. I have to help her. Her caregiver didn't come today. Yes. So, I mean, like, I'm very blessed to be able to, like, and I tell my clients, like, if you didn't like the person you had today, let me know. Like, we're here. I need to know what you need from me, because everybody's, and same for the dogs. So I think it's really more so just like communication, because works for the dogs. We have people that have bad dogs or they get kicked out. We have people call and they're like, my dog's racist. I need a black groomer. My dog is. A lot of people told
me that going to their house. Hey man, my dog racist. I'm like, bro, you can't. Why would you tell me that and think I'm still going to walk in the door?
Whenever I hear it, I still laugh. The best one I feel like is never gets, like, they call and they're like, we can't have any male groomers. Like, our dogs don't like men. And I can't tell people this, but like most of the time it is a personal trait that, and when you're amped up, your dog's amped up. Right. So it's like, it's not really the dog doesn't like men, it's you don't like men. Right. Which is fine. As long as you give me the heads up and we'll note the account. We're fully prepared. You tell me your dog bites and we got muzzles, I'm like, but it's hard to be prepared when you're like, oh, Fifi's never, ever bit anybody before. Like, you're the first. Like, you're a lie. Okay?
Right. Like, you the first one.
You're a lie.
Yeah, because I'd have been, a dog done bit me on the ass before and somebody told me that, oh, they doesn't normally do that. And I'm like,
ever.
Bullshit.
It
bit and held on. Like,
whenever they say that, it's a red flag.
You trained this damn dog.
Show up and they're like, don't take the muzzle off. I don't want to be responsible.
I don't want to cut it.
It's the sweetest dog ever. I'm like, no, there is not a mean bone in it. We just want to be sure.
But it got a muzzle on.
We don't want anything to happen. But it's the people that are overconfident that are like, we want extra precautions. There's never a problem. But the small little Chihuahua poodle, my dog's never bit anybody. Your dog bit 5 people while they were here. Okay, right. Your dog don't like nobody.
That is freaking amazing. Man, so I know it takes, like we was just discussing, it takes a toll on us entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Just like Whitney said, some days you're like, oh, I can feed a family of 5 with what I made today.
Yeah.
And then other days you're like, shit, I might need to go hang out with 5 different families
Literally.
to feed myself.
Yeah.
Right? And especially when you have staff,
100%.
we have to make sure they're good before us.
100%.
You know, business owners, entrepreneurs, for the people that don't know, we get paid last.
Yes.
We get paid dead ass last. So you see all of this amazing work. I can drop 100 podcasts in a month, but I got a team.
Yeah.
I get paid last.
Yeah.
You know, so it takes a lot on us, right? It can, that weight on our shoulders on a daily is rough as fuck.
Yes.
It's rough as hell.
It is.
But what do you do to succumb that? What are some things that Whitney does to make sure that you're good? Pouring water into your own cup.
Man, I don't know. There's so many. I really, at this point, I just laugh. I'm not even gonna like. I literally, I tell people every day, I'm like, my morning falls apart every day between 8 to 9 a.m. That's
Right.
when all of my groomers show up. They're getting ready for the trucks. Like, if you call me after 10, okay?
Right.
I am a much nicer, but I'm like, it is so hard to stay positive and come to work with a smile on your face when your entire day has fallen apart before it even started.
Right.
It really is. But I laugh. I'm like, because whenever I tell God my plans, like, he makes me laugh. He's like, oh, you thought that was going to happen, huh?
Yeah.
It's not. But you're going to figure it out along the way. So,
Yeah,
I started Pilates this year.
Oh, there it is.
It's helping. It's helping with my back for sure. But I don't know. I really don't know. I will say, too, that my job is literally what keeps me grounded.
Man, ain't it though?
Yeah. Pets are so much better than people.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a bad day when you get kisses and cuddles all day. You get bit. You get your patience tested a couple of times a day.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps you grounded.
Yeah,
for sure.
And you know, pets are better than people for sure.
They are.
Except work is it's the same answer for me. Work makes me better. It makes me whole. It makes me feel good. Right.
Gives you purpose.
Yeah,
sure.
but sometimes
I know
some of them interviews. Listen here. I should just be talking to myself, and they right here.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the shoe fit, wear it at this point. If you've been on my show, but it's just the truth. So those days, now it becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
So then it becomes fun now because I'm like saying shit on purpose, making funny faces, trying to get them to interact more.
Yeah.
Right. So but it's crazy that the work is what stresses you out, but the work is what heals you at the same time when you're truly passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely agree with that. What's the ultimate goal? You pet smart, then you got clients, then you start doing it by yourself. Now you got a big ass staff, you know, and your business to have that's still fairly new.
Yeah.
You know, to have a staff of that size.
Yeah.
And now you got a brick and mortar.
Yes.
What's up though? You gonna have a shopping mall full of them? Like,
No.
what's your ultimate goal?
The end goal is to have an everything here in Vegas. That was really the goal this time around, but it's a whole different ballgame. So although I started in a salon, things are so completely different. And so there's just a lot to learn. So I want to have a store where I can do boarding, grooming, and a grooming school.
Nice.
I ran into a lot of issues here when I was looking for a space, price point for sure. But I want my dogs and cats, well, not really cats, but I want the dogs to be able to go outside. If I'm going on vacation for 5-6 days, like my dog should be able to go sit and sunbathe outside.
Right.
Like I don't really like the whole kennel setup. Take them outside to play for 5 minutes and bring them back in. There's a couple in Vegas that are just kind of grandfathered in. And so they have like an outdoor facility, but it's just something that Vegas really, really doesn't have. So like most of our doggy daycares and it's indoor, like they have the skylight and stuff like that. And I'm like, my dog needs to be able to go outside.
Right. Now, what would it take to get you to that point? Because I mean, maybe some of my followers, maybe they can help you out, girl, to talk to them.
It's a zoning issue. And sanitation issue, apparently. I don't know. So I think what has to happen is I have to buy a residentially, commercially place and just kind of go that route.
Okay.
But that will be the end goal. I'm in that salon. I signed a 5-year lease. God help me. But
Ooh, Lord help you. I'm gonna come hang out with you every now and again. I'm gonna get you some content.
But it's okay. You know, I tell people, I'm like, you have to start somewhere. It's been a learning curve. We're definitely still learning. We tried to go central of Las Vegas because we do we service all of Las Vegas, and Henderson. So we tried to pick like somewhere right in the middle, but it has brought a lot of challenges. We have learned that people really just don't want to drive.
Is it one? How many vehicles are you driving? Is it just one? You guys just have the one?
I have 5 trucks.
5?
Yes.
Yeah. You have 5 trucks.
I have 5 mobiles.
Out here killing shit. That's what I'm talking about.
I have 5 mobiles. We are going down a truck. And then we have the brick and mortar. But it's hard, you know. Vegas has really grown so much.
Hell yeah.
Since COVID.
Yeah, this LA now. You ain't know?
Literally.
Sheesh.
I try and explain this to people. And so that was really the whole purpose of the grooming salon, was that after COVID, once everything opened back up and traffic and freeways, like, we just can't reach our clients anymore. It's like, it's not that we don't want to groom more dogs, but our days are getting longer and longer, and we're doing less and less because we literally we can't get to you. Yeah. So in hopes to not lose so many clients, we opened the salon. And then our side of town really made a difference too. Like, where we are, we're able to offer like better grooming prices because mobile's expensive. This is a luxury service, and if you want me to sit in traffic for 30 to 40 minutes to get to you, you're gonna pay, okay?
Right.
So that's really what it comes down to, and we're just kind of learning, like, it's either something you want or you don't. So we have a lot of people that have chose to come to the shop, and a lot that are just like, I don't care if I have to pay double. I'm not driving. And so,
well, then cool. I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
Pay triple. Nah, that's the tip.
So it is. It's different. It's completely different clientele. And so what I did realize too is most of our clientele is like Henderson, Anthem, Inspirada area, Green Valley. But if I had opened my salon over there, my prices would be just the same as mobile because the rent over there is retarded. Like,
exactly.
And that's what people aren't underndstanding.
Yeah.
So,
no, it definitely is. Let me tell you, right?
Insane. Yeah.
I do a lot of business
really
in Las
Vegas right now. Okay, we LA for real.
Right. I do a lot of business in Las Vegas. I've had stuff from retail clothing stores to little markets, smoke shops, tattoo shops, podcast studios, everything. Yeah. And you would think like Central Vegas is high, and it is, but it's fair, right, for business. But if you just go 1 mile outside of Central, shit. Some that you just say if we did some 1,200 square feet, it was $2,500 Central, right? Go 1 mile past Central. That shit gonna be like $8,000.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm looking at a property right now downtown. It's Fremont. It's 15th. They either want $1.6 million to purchase, or they want $8,000 a month. Yeah. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Are y'all gonna upgrade it or something? I'm here, like I'm looking. I see that. Hell no.
No.
As is.
What you
just
see
like
is what you get.
What you see is what you get.
Any upgrades
$8
you
grand.
choose to make, they're staying when you leave.
That is freaking crazy.
It is.
So of course I gotta ask you about your experience with the Business Besties. I love the group that Promise has put together. What has your experience been like?
My experience is always amazing. Shout out to Promise for sure. I am a terrible business bestie. I do not show up and do all of the things that I'm supposed to. But Promise is so consistent, and she checks on me on a weekly basis, and she makes sure that I go back and I read everything and that I'm up to date, anything I'm supposed to be at. She's like, you need to be here. So I'm very thankful for her. She helps me stay organized, and I tell people all the time, if you want an accountability partner, like, that's where you need to go.
Yeah,
so,
I love it. Yeah, hey, congratulations to all the ladies over there with Business Besties.
Yes.
You ladies are always motivating me because y'all stay moving.
Yes.
I'm talking about laptop link-ups, content days, just all kind of pageants. It be shit on the regular. She Promise stay calling me, hey, JusB, you want to come film? You want to come do some interviews, do some podcasts? But I just love to see it. Yeah, I love to see it. I've gotten my sisters involved. My mother loves Promise. It's just, I love seeing women in power. Women, strong women, because I was raised by a strong woman. So shout out to my mama and every other woman in the world that's really pushing to become something better than just a housewife.
Yeah.
Just the girl that have babies or whatever the case may be, a cook or a stripper or whatever it is, you know, and nothing against whatever you do. That's on you. But the people that's really trying, no matter what it is, yo, kudos to y'all. I'm so proud of you. 5 trucks. We downgrading 1.
We are.
But still, 4 trucks.
Yep.
Over 12 years, brick and mortar, great clients.
Yeah. I do have great.
No coloring the dogs, y'all. Stop coloring them damn puppies and shit.
We are hoping to add that. I don't have a problem with it. I think that it's for some people and it's not for others. That goes for haircuts too. You know, like people come in, they're like, I can't believe you cut the dog like that. Or even like, you know, shaving down certain double-coated dogs. Like, it's really, this is for you. I tell people ask and they're like, well, what are you supposed to do? Whatever you're going to do, like you have to do how much are you going to play with this dog? How much are you going to walk outside? How much are you going to brush? Because these people with all the doodles, everybody wants a big, fluffy, curly dog.
Ass doodle.
Nobody wants to brush it. Nobody wants to do any. And then they're like, well, you shaped him. He's naked. How many times did you brush? Once 2 weeks ago. If you brushed your hair 2 weeks later, like what are we doing? We're just cutting it all off.
Right.
There's no difference. So it's really what fits you, like what fits your lifestyle.
Yeah, I love it. So for the people that has never been to your brick and mortar, your storefront, where can they find it?
My storefront is on Jones and Flamingo, 6370 West Flamingo Road. We are right behind Archie's Thai Kitchen. And then my mobile comes to you. So the salon is Pawlished Pet Salon. And then the mobile is Whitney's Pawlished Pets Mobile.
There it is,
Pawlished
man.
is PAW hyphen.
Don't get it. Don't fuck it up. Don't get it wrong.
Absolutely.
Make sure that y'all tap in. I'm going to tap in. I'm actually going to go over there and do a skit. I was trying to do it without telling you and just pop up and surprise and make it real funny. But now you can help me because I think it's going to be great. Whatever we got to do to continue to bring more and more attention and eyes on what you have going on, let's do it. Absolutely. You know, you got under the hood support from JusB and the JusB Show for sure. Now, before we get off, you got to motivate my people, especially the young ladies out there.
Yes.
Give them one piece of advice, Queen.
If I could give anybody one piece of advice, I would say to try different things. You know, I would have never in a million years thought that I would be a pet groomer, pet stylist, as I say. But you have to find something that you absolutely love doing. And that makes all the difference in the world. Nobody wants to get up and go to work to a job that they hate. So find something that you love to do, and you won't fail. Yeah.
16 started at PetSmart. If y'all do the math, you know where we at with this, right? That's amazing. You know how many people that I see, I think I worked at PetSmart a long time ago or some shit. Years ago. But even when I think I worked at like Circus at one point, like doing the video, like doing the games and stuff. Yeah. I'm saying to say, at that age, I'm definitely not doing what I wanted to do when I grew up. I'm doing something different, right? Yeah. I'm not even doing the same thing for that long. I'm only 5 years in this media world. So to just have the discipline and the endurance to go this long, kudos to you.
Thank you.
And everybody else that's out there that's looking to be great, you can be. You just got to get very focused, like laser focused too, like a fucking sniper. Yeah. And while you're doing that, I need you to smile, laugh, and definitely motivate, inspire one to then inspire all. And last but not least, just be the best version of your goddamn self. And I got to insinuate that, y'all. It'll change your life. I tell everybody, it took me to learn to love me to become me. You feel me? Think about that. You got to pour into your own cup. You let everybody else have the overflow, but make sure your cup is always full. It's JusB, and I love y'all. We go.